Hey YouTube, it's Monday again, and today I'm going to talk about finding your voice. This is a really good topic because I think this is one of the central problems that we have with eating disorders, is that instead of using our voice, we use our bodies. And what I mean by that, I think what we're really talking about is assertiveness. Instead of being assertive about things that are bothering us or our needs, even to ourselves, we deny our needs, we deny our wants, we deny things that are bothering us, and we take everything inward. So using your voice, I think a large part of it has to do with learning to be assertive, learning how to confront people appropriately, and being able to talk about things that are bothering you. And so I think it's a common human trait that a lot of times, like, people, say that you're in a relationship or a friendship or whatever, and somebody keeps doing something annoying and or damaging. And a lot of times I see people who will sit there and complain about the way they're being treated, or they don't like it and it's obvious, but they accept it and they don't do anything about it. And they never confront the person or set the boundaries to say, no, I'm not going to be treated like this, or, I don't really like that, this is kind of bothering me. Instead, they continue to take whatever form of abuse, or it doesn't even have to be abuse, it could just be, something that's bothering you, but you're taking it inward, and the other person may not even be aware that it's bothering you or that they're doing something. So I think that is a large part of using our voice. Anyway, that's one aspect of it. The other aspect, I think, is what we say to ourselves and about ourselves. And this, we tend, I think, to take on responsibility that is not ours. We take on the responsibility of the whole entire world. So every problem that happens to anybody around us or in our stratosphere is somehow our fault, and we feel guilty about it. Anything that goes wrong. We don't tend to take criticism very well, and so we take all that inward, and instead of using our voice, we just accept that. And in some ways, that is, I think, some kind of subconsciously, I don't know if this is the right way to say it, but in some ways it's almost what we want, because if we're in our eating disorder, then in order to feed that or to justify the eating disorder behavior or justify hating ourselves, we have to tune into the negative, and we have to flip everything negative. So I don't know that this is an intentional thing. There's a lot of reasons why this happens, and it's not just as simple as saying, well, quit blaming yourself, because it's complicated. There's a lot of complicating issues and factors, and it's just not that easy. That's the bottom line. So to start using your voice, start by being completely honest with yourself. That's one place to start. So you take responsibility for what your feelings are, and instead of saying, my boyfriend or my girlfriend made me feel horrible because he did this, because he went to the movie and met another girl there. Instead, say something like, when my boyfriend went to the movie and he looked at this other girl, I felt jealous, and there may be a couple of reasons for that. Maybe it was that I feel insecure about myself, or the other reason maybe he actually cheated on me, and if that's the case, then I don't deserve that kind of treatment, and I'm going to set these boundaries instead of accepting that and accepting that treatment over and over again. So accepting responsibility for feelings. Feelings have there's no value to feelings. Feelings are feelings, and we feel guilty sometimes for feeling angry or sad or frustrated or lonely or happy or sad. Feelings are feelings, and they just come, and it's, you can't, I think contrary to what some people say, is you really can't control your feelings. Your feelings come. You can modify your feelings through thought processes and change your feelings, but feelings are almost instantaneous. Anger is instantaneous sometimes, and sometimes things get triggered and we don't know what's triggering it, and we get angry and we haven't figured out the connection, and so feelings just come, and instead of reacting to feelings, we can control our reactions to them. We need to stop, evaluate, and kind of ride that emotional wave instead of using our bodies to stifle our feelings, to punish ourselves for having feelings. We're stifling our feelings when we're using our eating disorders. And so, anyway, hopefully this is helpful today. I'm a little bit tired and distracted. Probably should have made this video this morning because I was more awake, but I'm a midwife too, so I had a birth last night, and sometimes that happens, and it's my final week of papers, and so I'm just going with the flow and getting things done. But everything's good, so have a good week.